Miri the Jedi reporting for duty on this latest edition of AMC Coming Soon, your guide to the week's new releases, and there are some pretty tasty choices for every movie palette, so let's break it down. I've got a Brad Pitt World War II vehicle, a Guillermo del Toro produced animated film, a Jason Reitman directed dramedy, a Nicholas Sparks based romance, and a Hamlet adaptation to round things out. Let's get to it, shall we? There's really nothing I love more than a gripping, gut-wrenching war picture, and so I'm personally very excited to announce that Fury is finally hitting AMC theaters. Starring Brad Pitt as a scarred, seasoned U.S. Army sergeant named War Daddy. Yep, War Daddy. The film is set at the tail end of the European theater of World War II in 1945. War Daddy is tasked with commandeering his Sherman tank and 5-man crew behind enemy lines. Outmanned, outgunned, and exhausted, War Daddy must lead his men to almost certain death to try and beat Nazi Germany. Oh yeah. Joining Pitt in the tank are Shia LaBeouf, Logan Lerman, and Michael Pena, to name a few. The film was written and directed by David Ayer, who also wrote Training Day, End of Watch, and Sabotage. So if you're a fan of his work, or if you love films like Saving Private Ryan, Inglourious Basterds, or The Thin Red Line, or really any war movie for that matter, then you definitely won't want to miss this R-rated film. The Book of Life has it all. Action, adventure, love, fantasy, eye-popping animation like nothing you've ever seen before. Diego Luna plays Manolo, a man who falls in love with the beautiful Maria, played by Zoe Saldana, who's being wooed by Joaquin, Manolo's rival, played by Channing Tatum. When mystical deities La Muerta and Xibalba bet on who will win Maria's heart, Manolo's life changes forever when Maria falls for him. Xibalba, afraid to lose the bet, sends a snake to kill Manolo, but nothing can stop true love, and so Manolo sets off on an epic adventure through not one, not two, but 3 fantastical worlds in order to return to the human realm and his lady love. With a larger-than-life cast, an otherworldly setting, and a groundbreaking animation style, the PG-rated The Book of Life in 3D is sure to woo fans of films like The Nightmare Before Christmas, Coraline, and Paranorman. Looking for some food for thought? Men, Women, and Children is the latest from celebrated director Jason Reitman and explores the landscape of suburban sexuality in the digital age. Scary! Described as a drama with comedic elements, the film boasts an impressive cast that includes Adam Sandler, Rosemary DeWitt, and Jennifer Garner as Patricia Beltmire, a zealously overprotective mom intent on safeguarding her daughter from all kinds of threats, real or imagined, lurking online. Men, Women, and Children is based on the novel of the same name by Chad Kultgen and promises to ask some pretty thought-provoking questions about the ways in which we connect online and off. If you're a fan of films like Disconnect, Crash, and some of Reitman's other movies like Up in the Air and Juno, or if you're interested in being entertained while also exploring some deeper issues at the same time, then Men, Women, and Children should definitely be on your list. You will want to leave the kids at home for this one, as the film is rated R for strong, sexually suggestive themes. My favorite kind. The Best of Me is kind of the ideal date movie, or just a great opportunity to ogle Luke Bracey. Either way, you should probably check this one out. This dramatic romance film tells the story of Dawson Cole, a young man who falls head over heels in love with the girl next door sweetheart, Amanda Collier, only to be ripped from her side by a devastating tragedy. 20 years later, we find the pair reunited for the funeral of a beloved friend in their hometown. Their emotional reunion reminds them of their undying love for one another, but the influences that pulled them apart 20 years ago still hold strong today. With a cast that includes Michelle Monaghan, Liana Liberato, James Marsden, and Luke Bracey, you're definitely spoiled for choice in the good looks department. If you're a fan of other tearjerker romance movies like Sparks' The Notebook, Safe Haven, or The Lucky One, then The Best of Me, which is rated PG-13, might be the best pick for you. Feeling in the mood for a little Shakespeare with a Bollywood twist? Then methinks Hater doth be the correct choice for you, good sirs and ladies. This modern-day adaptation of Hamlet takes place in Kashmir and marks the 3rd film in director Bardwaj's Shakespeare trilogy, with the first 2 films being adaptations of Macbeth and Othello, respectively. The filmmaker felt that Hamlet has a thread of sexual conflict running through it, making it the right Shakespeare play to fit into this trilogy. If you're a fan of Bollywood dramas and the work of Bardwaj, particularly the first 2 films in this trilogy, Makbul and Omkara, then Hater should top your list of must-see movies this weekend. You may also want to leave the kiddies at home for this one, as the film is rated R. That's all for this round of AMC Coming Soon, but if there's one thing you can count on, it's another episode coming your way next week. Be sure to check amctheaters.com for details on theater, showtime, and movie ticket info for these new releases and more. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Miri Jedikin at Miri the Jedi on Twitter and Instagram, so feel free to shoot me a line and let me know which new releases you're most excited for this week. Until next time.